Watch this!
Garrosh versus Arthas.
Victory or death!
Alright, Maxwell. Let's see what you got. What I've got is some pirates. I probably want a 1-drop. Maybe a second 2 even. So I'm gonna pitch this away.
Hail and well met.
Alright, so I'm thinking I can coin out the cannon into double, or into pirate into Finley pirate.
The light dims.
Just because, like, normally I wouldn't consider this, like, the greatest of all plays, but, the opponent being a Paladin, we know what their turn 2 is going to be, so I'm gonna coin out the cannon, and now this actually gives me the flexibility to go first mate into Finley and actually just, like, decimate the board.
The light protects me.
Okay, the only fear is that maybe that's, like, an avenge. And also, like, I'm potentially floating mana next turn, but I think it's just better to get the stab in there with the double Divine Shield. So let's get this first mate online. The Finley is great for, like, upcoming turns. Good cannon. Good cannon. I think the ping is probably the best option here, so I'm gonna take it. Gonna stab this. Hope it's not avenge. Fantastic.
Reporting for duty.
Let's see. Well, it's not completely Pirate Warrior, so it's, we've got some dragons in here. Risu, that is a conversation for not streaming. But welcome to the stream. This opponent seemed very dead.
Job's done. Reporting for duty.
Oh, that's a song lyric? Okay. Well, consider me completely ignorant then, so. Wait, did we really? No, okay. We didn't draw all of the rush guys because I have militia commanders in here. I think still just the second raider is probably fine. It's more of a Pyrish warrior and not completely pirate. Exactly. I'm glad somebody gets it. Okay. I feel like we're in a good spot here. I don't have any spells in my deck, so there's no chance of,
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
there's no chance of proccing this Never Surrender, right? I don't have a dragon, so let's play the Ziliax.
Precision. Primitive.
Yes, we're making trades. Yes, it's correct. Don't at me. Going into turn 5 or 6, like, there could be a Lost in the Jungle Quartermaster, or just another one of those because the opponent is awful. Maybe I should have played the Darius first, but it works out the same way. The Darius is more mana efficient and probably just good to start getting online. Alright, goodbye, Finley. Alright, there's still a minion with taunt in the way. I think there's an argument for pushing the rest of these face. Maybe kill off one of the dudes. Am I willing to give up 6 damage for... I mean, this is always going face. Okay, I'm gonna struggle with this name. Mickey and Skuro, thank you for that sub with Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Roffle Rebel. Please give me the phonetic spelling of that in chat if you would. I'm gonna take the trade because the rope's burning, and the opponent has 2 cards left. I think we probably should have gone face there as well. just because now it leaves like a this trade anyway. But I do like de-duding him. I think it's a viable strategy. Like the Darius is just gonna win us this game. There are no more Righteous Protectors, so there's no way that the opponent prevents us from winning right now, right? I guess that prevents us from winning right now, but like we still win eventually. I don't have the damage for lethal, do I? Okay. If the trades set up lethal, what you know, they weren't bad trades, right? Opponent no longer has any outs. Michun Ascuro. Well, thank you. And I appreciate you. I hope I got that right the second time. But I appreciate you showing that support. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for the kind words as well. Ah, found lethal. Yeah, I stand by those trades.
Garrosh versus Arthas.
Okay, back to a matchup we could potentially win. I'm gonna look for a 1-drop, but probably keep the cannon. Nice. I got more expensive cards. Haven't seen a Noggin Fogger deck in a while. Yeah, that's something I maybe will do. But like, I've got this quest that involves winning games, so I'm trying that out with this Dragon Paladin, Dragon Warrior.
None will survive.
Oh, good. None will survive. Oh, good. I have a terrible curve. Nightmare Amalgam might actually be my best top deck.
The light dims, but we fight.
That works too, especially if I can hit like a first mate alongside it. So first mate or Amalgam are both good here. Stop playing cards, please. Oh, yeah, that doesn't matter. Bummer.
X marks the spot.
It's not where that was supposed to go. Sorry, the rush minions can help us out here, right? The great thing about rush minions is like nobody can accuse me of overtrading because they can't go face. So it's perfect.
Defend the gate.
So rush is just my new favorite mechanic because it explains my overtrading. So oh, that's large.
Reporting for duty.
That's still very large. That is in fact larger. Let's go ahead and kill it. And then that way it's dead. The opponent allocated like 2 resources there, so this is going potentially 2 or 3 for 1 because it still gets to trade. That card is incredible. We can still accuse you of overtrading. You could just play them and pass. That's a fair point. What's wrong with me? Man, this card is pretty good in these like board-centric matchups. I think we caused our opponent to quit. Hey, Battle Pants. How you doing? Also, paternity test came back negative. I'm not actually your father. Oh yeah, we did absolutely induce a rage quit here. Like, I'm so tired of people doing this garbage.
What would Uther do?
It takes an extra, what, 3 seconds to just concede before you throw your tantrum? This irritates me far, far more than like emotes. Like, he made a bad play. He caused this. So, his decisions led to this point. He needs to accept that and move on to the next game, not throw a tantrum. Yeah. It's garbage. Alright, Rogue should be a good matchup, right?
None can escape my fury.
Hello, Mido. Can we look for cannon or... Not patches. A recent opponent would like to be my friend. No, thank you. Conceding makes the quest happen faster? That's a good point. We should just concede now. Cheer up, Roffle. You almost had him below 30 health. Somebody ban that man. Drop patches losing. I mean, I might as well concede now because the opponent's... Yeah, let's assert dominance here. Let's see you deal with that, buddy. Like, look. Opponent doesn't know what to do. A recent opponent would like to be your friend. But do they ever really? No. No, they don't. Actually, many times I get friend requests. What is this? Why didn't this happen last turn? Opponent wanted a chance to draw into patches. Oh my god, that was painful. You have pirates in hand. How is this? How is this happening? What is going on?
Dragon be hungry. Scuttle the ship.
Okay. Probably just the Zilliax here. Makes better use of my mana, I think. And absorb it. So basically it heals for 8-11 because it's eating this dagger attack that would otherwise hit me in the head. If there's a sap, we just replay it. You must be doing something else at the same time? Yeah, but like... I'm impatient and I don't think rationally when I'm waiting for my opponent to make their play. So... I could stab Lancer, hero power, and that plays around second oil. I take 5-11. Yeah, I think this is just fine. I set taunts to follow this up. And we potentially set up a large man next turn. A 1-1 over a weapon charge where... Yeah, I'm giving up my board to prevent damage. Like, I was at like 15. Absolutely, I'm giving up the 1-1 over the dagger charge when the opponent has a 6 attack weapon.
Think. Scuttle the ship. Dragon food.
I feel like one of these is always going face. I'm not face tanking the Corsair. I think I need to set a taunt and trade. Is Justicar used anymore? Safe to dust? It depends on if you play Dead Man's Hand or not. I played in Dead Man's.
Who's up for an adventure?
But I think it's less fish for taunt totem. I mean, not this turn, but in the future. Not like punching does anything. Punching does something next turn. It also potentially kills off like a buck. It's a good start.
X marks the spot. Dragon food.
The Kingsbane is at 8, so if I face tank this, I'm just dead to like a Kingsbane top deck or a Shiny Finder. So that's happening. And we're passing the turn. I feel like the opponent would be better off with an Eviscerate in hand right now, or in some of the other turns. Like, just because a card is green, or in that case yellow, doesn't mean you need to play it.
Blood and
Okay, so that blocks lethal damage most of the time, but I think we have outs to get there. Like any rush minion is lethal. We have a lot of those. Alexstrasza's champion is lethal. So I think we're still in a good spot. Please pass the turn.
Think swiftly.
So much baby rage. Frothing is not lethal. Unlucky. If I had picked a ping, it would have been lethal, but like the chance at Taunt Totem was still correct. There it is.
For Blackwood.
You're dead. Now we have to wait for the opponent to rope out this turn as well. I mean, Dragon Warrior is probably just such a strong deck that clearly it makes people rage quit. So.
Smart move.
Okay. We found it. I wish the rush mechanic would make it so that my opponents would hurry up. All right, let's get that deck code.